Evans,
Yes.
kuna venye naweza zima hii kamera yangu like niongee tu nisikike.
Yes, 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 yes. We are
Let
live
me see.
actually.
Oh, that's really nice.
Actually, what's really important is your voice.
I'm not seeing a section where I can turn off my video.
Yes.
Let me see.
You can just put something on the lenses and it will turn on.
Uh, how about that?
That's better. That's
Okay,
better.
okay, okay. Otherwise, how have you been, bro?
I'm fine.
Okay.
So we are here to discuss some of the important things that Black Americans needs to know. You know, I understand you also do content about Black Americans. Am I right?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. I do content about Americans, and I've extended my niche to other things that happen outside the world. But generally, I also do things about Kenya. 70%.
So
Yeah,
would you mind to tell us what are these things that you talk about Black Americans?
yeah, sure. I think it's always been a narrative to tell Black Americans to come back home, and this
Yes.
narrative has always been there time to time.
Mm.
And it's important if we try to convince them to come back home because we have a lot of important things at home that they can see. And greatly, they need to understand that our home as Africa has a lot of um, good
Yes,
things
yes,
that
I'm
they
listening.
haven't even seen. They always do,
Yes.
they always see about them, but they haven't seen them. So we are here to tell them the exact things that will at least make them come back home. Yeah.
Would
So
you would you increase your voice?
oh, my voice is low.
Mm.
How about that?
Okay, that's better.
Okay, okay, okay. So one thing that we want to tell Black Americans when they come home, they will reconnect with their culture. Okay,
Yes.
because you see, we understand that the Black Americans are the descendant of African ancestors, and if they come back home, they will reunite and reconnect with their people.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's important thing because African culture is really nice, and when they'll come to experience it in
Yes.
and people understanding their ancestral roots, their history, their tradition.
Mm.
Yeah, you get me, bro.
I'm getting you loud and clear. Just increase your voice. I'm struggling to listen.
Okay, okay, okay. How about that?
Would you increase a little bit?
Okay, let me see on my side.
I think it's about yourself. You just increase your voice.
Okay, 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 okay. How about that?
Uh, that's better.
Okay.
So, for those
We
who don't know, our guest today is Eugene from Kenya. Eugene from Kenya also does good content about Black Americans. He does content about African diaspora transition into Africa. So today we are going to discuss a very, very important topic like places Black Americans can come and live in Kenya. Yes, in Kenya. We are not talking about Ghana, but Kenya. So the other day, the president of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, he allowed and he issued no visa permit to all African diaspora living outside Africa and within Africa. They can come to Kenya visa free. So what are some of the places Black Americans can live here in Kenya? Because we as Kenyans, I'm Evans from Kenya, he is Eugene from Kenya. This is a conversation that you don't want missing, and you can also raise questions along the interview. Is that okay if they raise questions? Eugene?
Yeah, sure. They can raise questions. We can answer them.
Yes, yes, yes. So, continue, brother.
Is, and I think Evans, you said it on your current video that life in Africa is cheaper as compared to other outside Africa. I mean, the
Yes. Yeah, it's.
and specifically, I will tell you around four places that if you come, if you come to specifically
Mm.
same with waking up and you are not worried about people will judge you the way you look and all that stuff.
So, Eugene,
And one thing you need to know about Kenyans is that, yeah,
before you continue, somebody is saying that Kenya sounds much better than Ghana, to tell you the truth. Do you think Kenya is better than Ghana? Or do you think Kenya is going to be better than Ghana?
okay. To my opinion,
Yes.
I think Kenya is better than Ghana, even at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah, because you see, we are diverse. And one thing I would like to say is that, you see, like our city in
Mm.
Kenya, the Nairobi city, we
Yes.
are having 42 tribes.
Yes.
And there is a way in which every tribe is special in its way, and we recognize that. That makes it even more important. And you understand that, like for example, in Ghana,
Yes.
we also have different tribes, but you see the solidarity that we have in our city like Nairobi
Mm.
makes it more better.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know if you have something to back up of what I've just said.
What I know is that, Ghana, the cedi, Ghana cedi, which is the currency in Ghana, is stronger than the shillings, the Kenya shillings. So this one makes Ghana have a higher cost of living as compared to Kenya, you know.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So, which makes me think that Nairobi can be better than Accra, Ghana, because when we look it at the perspective of cost of living, Nairobi will be a bit cheaper than Ghana, than Accra, Ghana. Now we are using the capital cities.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
Black Americans, when they leave the United States, they mostly come to Accra or they go to Kumasi. These two places, Accra or Kumasi. Myself, I've not been to Ghana yet. Maybe one day we can go, Eugene. We can go and see for ourselves.
Yeah, one day we'll go. And also, I would like to point out that Kenya is producing a lot of universities out there, like the University of Nairobi,
Yes.
which is greatly known for its educational giant, one of the educational giants in Africa.
Mm.
Yeah, followed by Kenyatta University, and you find these schools are within Nairobi.
Mm.
Yeah, this makes it much better than Ghana when you compare the educational institutions and educational background.
Yes.
Yes,
So, Eugene, uh,
yes,
about the cost of housing, do you think
okay.
the housing in Kenya is cheaper? Because, Ruto, the president of Kenya, he made plans for housing, the housing plans, you've heard of it, right? So these housing plans, Black Americans can be able to afford them because they're a member of Africans. They're also, in Kenya we don't have a lot of restrictions as compared to Ghana, because in Ghana buying land is close to impossible. It's very very hard to buy land in Ghana. Land does not belong to you. You can
Yeah,
own you can own a
yeah,
land up to 100 years. And once you buy that land after 100 years end, it belongs to the state. It no longer belongs to you. So Kenya
Yeah,
Kenya is good in a way that these black Americans, when they come here, they can be able to get these lands, because once they buy, it's always theirs in their lifetime, unless they decide to sell it, you know. Yeah.
sure. I would also like to say that
Mm.
just initially our own president said that there is no way we will charge our brothers, our Black Americans from
Mm.
Kenya. I mean, they will reduce the cost of living, and you understand,
Mm.
charge your brother
Mm.
highly as a stranger because we value them as our brothers. That's why uh, the cost of living and even the housing is being reduced for them so that they can come and reconnect
Yes,
with their
yes, yes.
brothers. And our own president recognized,
Yes. You know, it's such an interesting thing that the president
yes,
himself has recognized these people as one people. You know, the
yes,
president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, he once said that if I see an African outside Africa, I don't see a Senegalese, I don't see a Tanzanian, I don't see a Kenyan. Who I see is an African. You know, and that is what we
yes,
want. That is what they want, and that is what we want, because they should be coming back home. This is their home. Black Americans should be coming back home. You know, it's so so important. Yes.
yes. I've just seen somebody talking about Kenyan weather
Yes.
and climate. It's very nice. It's true
Mm.
that you understand that in Kenya,
Mm.
most especially, most especially in Nairobi,
Mm.
our temperatures are really good, and even it's so accommodative to the to our neighbors from different countries.
Mm.
Yes, that's one thing they also need to understand. You'll not have problems with weather, with the climatic changes. It's so accommodating,
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Kenya,
most
is a
especially to the
tropical country. Kenya is a tropical country, so the weather is favorable. You know, it's good. It's both warm and cold at the same time. You experience a mixture of both. You know, for the weather,
sure.
I think it's okay. Yeah. And Eugene, we have a comment here saying, "I heard that Kenya is implementing the chip." The comment is from our sister Golden Heart. Have you heard of this chip that Kenya is implementing? I've not heard of it yet.
One thing that I know is that our president
Mm.
doesn't condone a lot of things that comes with our privacies, because you see initially there's this thing called the WorldCoin,
Yes. Actually, did you go for the World Coin?
which was yeah.
So you got the 7,000?
No, I didn't do that. I've just heard about it, and
Okay. Continue.
so you realize that WorldCoin
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has. So,
because our
mm,
president values, yeah. So I don't think that you would agree for us to have chips in our bodies.
mm.
Yes, that's according to my opinion, because even the
Mm. I think your network is not okay. Is your network good? Eugene? Yeah, your network is shaking.
oh, sorry.
No, no problem. No problem. We can just maneuver. Yeah, so Sister Golden Heart, yeah, Kenya has been doing. You know, there's these people, the people who created ChatGPT, the CEO of ChatGPT. So they were doing some experiments with the people in Africa. You know, if these big companies they want to test something, Africa is always the field. Africans are the guinea pig. So they were testing some AI tools for biometrics, such as the eyes, where a computer chip, not a chip really, but a computer would scan your eye and then it will have that information as your ID. So these people said that they are training an AI to tell the humans facial recognition. They were developing facial recognition softwares for that. Example is when you get into a website and that website asks you if you're human, it tells you maybe choose pictures that represent a horse or there's such kind of things. The excuses these Western companies were giving, but the government stopped them. The government really stopped them, and they didn't continue. But chips, it was not chips. It was collecting DNA information from the iris. I think we've answered sister, right?
Yeah, we've answered him.
Sorry, Koja, you're saying you're not listening well. Yeah, I'm close to the microphone now. I hope you can listen. So we have a sister called Shauna Leonard. So she's saying my husband is Kenyan. I think she's Jamaican. Would it be easier for our children to get citizenship there rather than Tanzania or anywhere else? Yes, yes, yes. I'm leaving this question for Eugene. Eugene,
Yes.
I want you to answer Sister Shauna Leonard.
So one thing is that Kenya is an open country for its citizens, and also we recognize the fact that we need other people that comes outside the country to maybe invest or just acquire citizenship. And according to our constitution, it's easier for you to get citizenship to Kenyan. So I believe that if your man is a Kenyan, automatically you stand a ticket of being a Kenyan citizenship as compared to being Tanzanian, because your husband isn't a Tanzanian.
But she can still go to Tanzania.
Yeah, she can still go to Tanzania, but she stands a chance of being a Kenyan citizen with an higher percentage as compared to Tanzania.
Very true, very true.
Yes.
Yeah, so Sister Shauna Leonard, I hope we've answered you. Then we are going back to Kojo Mensa. Then why should you have to be a citizen to be in any part of Black Africa? I'm not getting the question right. Eugene, can you help me with this? Kojo Mensa, right after that message from Sister Shauna Leonard, she's saying, then why should you have to be a citizen to be in any part of Black Africa? Are you getting that question right?
If I understand her, I will say that we are not forcing anybody to be Kenyan citizen
Yes.
or be part of an African citizen, but it's important to stay in part of Africa and experience your roots,
Yeah.
or even just to visit and later on you will come. It's important for people who want to experience their roots in long term. You understand? Because if you come as a visitor, you live and you won't even experience the better part of it, because we have seasons, and we also have a lot of activities that happens in different seasons.
Yes, yes. True, true, true. I love the fact that you've said seasons because remember the great migration between, is it Serengeti and Masai Mara? You know, when you
Yes,
come at the wrong season, you won't experience that, right?
yes, you want to experience that. Actually, you'll miss it.
Yes, you will miss.
That's why we encourage you to come and experience it. At least if you can even stay for 2 years, for a year, and then leave, because you'll experience a full season. Yes, we have a lot of celebrations in different cities, Mombasa, Nakuru, you know.
True, true, true. Yeah. So we have another sister, Katie Floyd. She's asking, what is the cost of hotel in Kenya, and what is the best or safest place to visit? This is very, very, very subjective. So I will answer you, and Eugene will also answer you. And also, guys, kindly check out Eugene's channel. Check out Eugene's channel. He's doing great, really great content. So I invited him because I knew you'd find value in his content. He talks about African Americans, and he also talks about some of very, very, some, I don't know how to call it, but very, very rare things that you will never get on the internet. Things that are very, very impactful and informative, you know?
Sure, sure.
So these are, kindly reach out and subscribe to Eugene's channel. I will leave the link to his channel in the description of this live stream. Yeah. So sister is asking, how much does a hotel cost, and what is the best place to visit? This is very subjective. I might say that my okay, cost of hotel depends on the ratings of the hotel. We have the 3 star. We have the, if we have, do we have 4 stars, Eugene? 4 stars.
We do.
Never heard of 4 stars. I only have 5 stars and 3 stars.
We do. Okay, I think the way you just said,
Yes.
it can be 5 star to you, it can be 4 star to you, it can be a 3 star to person, but the most known is 3 star and 5 star. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So for a hotel, many hotels that I see many people visiting, tourists who are from Africa mostly, it goes for 5,000 to 7,000 shillings per month. 7,000, oh no, not per month, per day, sorry, per night or per day. When you sleep there, you pay 5,000 shillings or 7,000 shillings. Depends with the hotel, you know? And also, also with the ratings. If the hotel is big in terms of rating, it will charge. Yes. So we have another question. What is the land size of a plot? What is the land size of a plot? What is the land size of a plot or of a land outside of the cities? Eugene, hello.
Yes.
Umepotea tena.
Can you hear me?
Your voice has disappeared.
I think my network. Let me check on it. Okay.
So guys, sorry, just let's hold on a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. So Kojo Mensa is asking a very, very important question. I've just seen it right now. Remember that question about citizenship?
Yes.
Yes. So she's asking, I should not need to apply for citizenship. I think
Naturally,
she needs to
can you hear me,
apply.
Evans?
Your voice has disappeared. I don't know why.
How about now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's better.
You are answering her, then I'll just answer later. After you've
Yes.
answered.
Oh, somebody is asking, please say again what is his channel. His channel is Eugene from Kenya. Eugene from Kenya. He's a young channel, upcoming. He does really good content about Africa and about content that is about educational content, things that you will learn. So, Patricia Matthew is saying, I would love to acquire citizenship in Kenya, but I don't have immediate relatives. But I am born to Jamaican parents. I would love to live in Kenya, own a home, and even do business there too. I have seen this happening. You know, there are many ways of having Kenyan citizenship. It does not have to be marriage only. We have, you can apply. We have, there's many ways, by birth, by marriage, by following the legal process. For you, I think you'll follow the legal process of attaining citizenship. You'll go. I think I really don't know the processes that it takes, but I've seen people who are not Kenyans and have got Kenyans and have got citizenship. Some of them don't even have the color of my skin. They're white people. So it's very much possible. You know, in as much as Kenyans, like myself, I can get citizenship in the United States of America. You can also get citizenship in Kenya here. Yeah. So one of the things that I know the government does is they give you around a few months. You live there for a few months. When you have no problem, you can go back, then again, come back and apply for that citizenship. Then you become a Tanzanian. Then you become a Kenyan. Yeah. It's possible, Sister Patricia Matthew. It's very, very, very possible. So we have Eugene. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
What do you think about Sister Patricia? She wants to come to have citizenship in Kenya. So, what is some of the information or advice you have that you can share with our sister?
Yeah, one thing I would love to tell her is that being a Kenyan is possible if you just follow the eligibility
Yes.
requirements, and the application process will just be easy because I think you are needed to obtain application form from the immigration department or nearest to the Kenyan. There'll be some interviews and background checks.
Mm.
Yeah, and after a couple of just be told whether you've qualified to be a Kenyan or.
But right now, it's not hard to have citizenship.
But there are chances.
Right now, it's not hard to have citizenship. Kenyans and non-Kenyans can easily have citizenship. This is because of what President Ruto said holds a lot of weight. If only people would understand how this means, what this means. As long as the president William Ruto is in presidency, a lot of advantages to you black Americans. As long as this man is in power, you good people, our brothers and sisters, our parents, you have an easier way of coming into Kenya and coming into Africa and living the life you want to live, getting away from the oppression in the US and getting the motherland, Kenya. Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Also, I think now that our president is implementing laws that favors visitors into Kenya, there's an easier way they can get legal assistance. And it happens really fast as compared to the past because there were so legal formalities. But now that our president has just passed a law that favors them from coming, favors them to coming, I mean, it's an easy way for them to come to Kenya and just enjoy uh, our culture and bond with their roots. Yes.
So let me reply to a comment from our dear Carlos Ortiz. Asante sana, umekaribishwa. We say asante, you say asante, which is thank you, and I say welcome, which is karibu. You know? So karibu sana. Yes, no visa, just a passport. Yes, yes, yes. For the part of citizenship, however, here is where I think you'll have to follow the legal processes. You'll have to follow the legal process. But coming into Kenya is visa free. It's visa, no visa, no visa. Today I even done a video. I did a video about Black Americans and non-visa into entry into Kenya. So I did a video about that right now, and also some 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I did a video about non-visa entry into Kenya, which was announced by His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto. You just need a passport for your identification. You don't need a visa for you to come into Kenya. You don't need that. You need only a passport. Yeah. And if by any chance there is a visa you need to apply, then you are applying it at the airport, not outside Kenya. Yes. So Kojo Mensa, uh, Kojo Mensa is saying, uh, thank you for answering my question about the sizes of land. No, 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 we've not answered your question about the sizes of land. We have not that. We were answering the question about hotels. I said that hotels, some come for 5,000 to 7,000 per night. But trust you me, these hotels are damn expensive. Damn expensive. If you can be able to save up a little bit, the money you are going to spend on those hotels, even for 1 month, is enough to enable you to have some land for yourself and your family. And then you start building your foundation, one step, another step, another step. Hotels are really expensive. Unless you're coming to visit Kenya and you're not planning to live in Kenya, hotels are the best. So for you, sister, for you, Kojo Mensa, I didn't answer your question. Now I'm answering your question about land sizes. Yes, there are some places in the outskirts of Nairobi where land is really, really cheap outside Nairobi. Within Nairobi, lands can be expensive. In fact, in Nairobi, there is these highways such as the Nairobi Expressway, and then we have the Thika Road highways. Land along Thika Road highway are really expensive, really expensive. One even up to 5 million. I've not heard of 5 million, but I've heard that they move past 2 million. 1 million, 2 million Kenya shillings. That is how much land can cost you. For example, here where I'm living in Nairobi, somewhere I've seen a plot for sale. And when I asked how much that land is, it's 50 by 100. 50 by 100. That is the land. And when I asked how much that woman was selling that land, it was going for 5 million. Hey, 5 million is a lot of money. However, that is in Nairobi. In the outskirts of Nairobi, you can even find land for 200,000 Kenya shillings. I'm telling you this, I'm not lying. You can find land for 200,000 Kenya shillings, 50 by 100. Good land where you can live a happy and a fulfilled life. Yes. Within Nairobi, it's expensive. However, when you want to buy land in Kenya, do your due diligence. A lot of paperwork and jurisdiction is required. Because there's a lot of scamming here in Kenya. Somebody might be selling land. One land is sold to 10 people. Even the land does not belong to the one who is selling, and he's selling to 10 people. So there's a lot of processes that are required. So doing your research is important for you to know the kind of land you are getting into, and what kind of person you are dealing with. Yes. Or am I wrong, Eugene? Am I right or wrong?
No, you are very very right. You're very very right because outside Nairobi
Yes.
there are a lot of land and it's so spacious. You see places like Thika, places like Limuru,
Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah,
El-
that is
Eldo-
quite
El- El-
expensive.
Eldoret.
I think Lemur is quite expensive, right?
Yeah, Limuru is quite expensive. How about Kitengela?
Depends with the area of Kitengela. You know, Kitengela is like a semi-arid area. So
Yes.
depends. Somehow, I think some parts of Kitengela are cheaper than some other parts.
Yeah, Kitengela is known to be cheaper when it comes to land, because even its housing options is so affordable. Yes, and it is even nini budget friendly to visitors and even and settlers in within Kenya. You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. That's really good. Is the no visa needed for only the African American diaspora, or does it extend to the rest of the diaspora who are also enslaved like Jamaica? Good question. I've gotten this question, Sister Shauna Leonard. I've gotten this question a lot and a lot of times in my videos. President Ruto, in another video that I didn't cover, but I saw it on another channel, President Ruto said that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora come back home. He said that Kenya is home. Kenya is where the first remains of mankind was found. These are words from the president. You know, he said that he extended it to say that people, Africans in the diaspora. What I didn't hear him say was white people. But when he said Africans in the diaspora, we know what he meant. Before the slave trade took place, we were all one people. We were all in one very huge mass of land called Alkebulan, which was later changed by the white people to mean Africa. You know? So it applies to black Americans also. I'm not wrong, and I believe I'm not wrong. I've gotten this question many times. It applies to black Americans and African diaspora. People of African descent can come to Kenya visa free. So be rest assured of that. So Carlos Ortiz is saying, thank you for clarifying. Yes. I have to clarify as much as I can to make it easier for you good people to transition into the motherland. It's best to hire a realtor estate contract lawyer to be on the safe side. Yes. I always say that if you have a million Kenya shillings, or if you have $1 million, say it's good to always protect it. When you want to buy something, it's always good to protect that money. You can even use 5,000 of that 1 million to protect the huge. Instead of putting all of the money at risk, take a little bit of the money, you pay a lawyer. These lawyers are gonna give you a fine deal. That's better. So Silver Oak Apartments in Kenya too. Yeah. I know that place. Yeah. So thank you. You are so much welcomed. Eugene, do you know of Silver Oak Apartments in Kenya?
Honestly, I haven't heard of it. Yeah, but what I know is that just coming back to the person who previously asked you a question, it's indeed good and for your security to have a lawyer, just in case things go wrong, they can stand for you, because you see, you are in a new place, you don't know people, and to be on the safe side, you just need to have somebody at least who you can hold accountable for the transactions that happened. Yes.
Yeah. It's good to have an accountability partner. Is that true, Eugene?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, I want to tell our audience about your channel, brother.
So my channel generally deals with generally I do criticism of things that happens in the social, political, and economic sector within Africa.
Yes.
and outside Africa, I also give a unique perspective of what I think it's right, because the definition of what is right is different from person A to person B. Yeah, so generally my channel is to criticize some things that happen within the line of political, social, and economic things that happen around us.
Hmm. As black people
Yes, as black
and as
people.
humans.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Sir Carlos Ortiz is asking, what about silver apartments? So, Silver Oak Residency is like a real estate company which they build houses and they sell them. So, they sell from one, two, three, four bedrooms. So, these Silver Oak apartments, according to this my research, mhm. So, first of all, they are found somewhere called Odhaya Road, Kileleshwa, Kilele. Okay, think of Silver Oak Apartments as a company, as a real estate company that builds houses and sells it to people for rent, for sells it, not renting, it sells. I don't think they rent, they only sell. And they also have these monthly deals where you can place a certain percentage to the house, then you can be paying in an installment. When you finish paying the houses, then you can fully own the house and move in the house. This is what they do. It's a real estate company, and they invest into building houses in order for them to sell. Yes. Yeah, I hope I also try to give some insights before you Google. So, what next is okay. Do we have any more questions? Have we any questions so far? Any questions? If we have any questions, we should be able to share. Okay, Sister Coco Benji is asking, I am in investment banking and would like to use my skills. Do companies hire diasporans or can I consult with the government? What are your thoughts about that? In Kenya, not everyone, but there's been this conspiracy that people hire in terms of relationship. I know of somebody, so I'll hire that somebody. Somebody knows of me, they'll hire me. But in the best part, I've seen companies like the company that I'm using their Wi-Fi for. They hire skill. They hire skill. Once you have the skill, they hire you. They even hire expatriates for them to do this. Myself, we have at the university, I see different kinds of lecturer coming in. They are not Kenyans. They come in and teach. I think it's all about competency. The best thing to do here is always to, my thoughts are, you talk to the government. If you can be able to talk to the government, it's good. But myself, I have seen it happening to some. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time in 2019, I wanted to go to Vietnam to teach as a foreign teacher. Eugene, I thought I told you of this.
Yeah, sure, I can remember.
Yeah, so I wanted to teach English as a foreign language in Vietnam. So before I went, or before I even thought of that, I discovered that there are even black people teaching English, teaching science in Vietnam. So this gave me the encouragement and it gave me the energy that even if I apply, there's a chance I can be taken. So the same way I'm presenting to you this opportunity is that I have seen people doing that. I've seen foreigners working in African companies. I've seen that with my own eyes. It's not that they own the company, but it's the competence that puts them there. However, you do some research, you talk to the government, or rather, talk to the government, they give you some detailed information. Because before you get into Kenya, obviously, these things with immigration, I really hate the processes. But no more, no more visa, no more visa. Patricia Matthews turns out to have done a very, very nice work in doing research about homes. You know, I love when I see these people are making efforts to come to the motherland. I really love this. And also, Sir Carlos Ortiz, you told us that 23 months to go. Wow, wow, wow. That is less than 2 years. We are looking into less than 2 years right now. Ah, you people, when you get to Kenya, let me know. Let me know. I'll give you a present for making it to Africa. Yes, I'll give you an African present for making it into Africa. So Liaison Homes is also a real estate company that does the same thing that Silver Oak Company does. So find urban construction interiors, either remodel homes or build beautiful homes in Kenya. Google it up. Ha! You've done your research, sister. I love this. I really love this. So, Carlos, whenever I get some, yeah, do call them. Do make sure you call them. Uncle Benji, thanks. I'll reach out to them and see. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Success. I know it will work for you. I've seen it happen to other people. I've seen a lot of things. I've really seen a lot of things. So one of the things I've seen is this. It will work for you. It will work for you. Yes, 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 yes. Mr. Eugene,
Yes, yes.
maybe you can give us some information. Okay. Before we close it up,
Okay.
which counties or which places in Kenya would you recommend for a Black American to stay?
Most especially, I will recommend them to stay in the suburbs outside Nairobi, because within the city it's a little bit chaotic, and you understand, there, there are a lot of things happening within the city. If they can find a place outside Nairobi,
Yes.
I mean the suburbs where they can easily access Nairobi, but their buildings are outside Nairobi, it can be way easier at the places like Kitengela. You understand? Yes, they are thicker. I don't know if Runda is best for them. What do you think about Runda?
Runda, I think it depends with Runda. Runda is a little bit costly compared to other places. The
The
houses
places
are
that I've
quite
just
expensive.
mentioned. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, generally, I think suburb will work better than being around the city. Yes, but let them just access Nairobi easily rather than being there, because it's chaotic. Yes.
So, guys, kindly, if you are enjoying what is happening right now, if you are enjoying this live stream, kindly you can give something to the channel. You can hit the super thanks. You can always donate whatever you find is good for you to the channel. This really helps us bring information to you. Yes, hit the super thanks and choose where you want. We'll still say thank you and we so much appreciate. So, Eugene.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. You know,
So I would just like to.
many Black Americans are choosing to come to Nairobi, and some Black Americans are choosing to move to Mombasa. You know, Mombasa is a little bit old than Nairobi. Is an old city, not old in the wrong way, but it's an old city. You know, Mombasa is an old city.
Yes, Mombasa, it's an old city. Actually, it's the oldest even before Nairobi.
Yes, yes, yes. But mostly I've seen Black Americans leaving Mombasa and coming to Nairobi. Some have just decided to stay in Mombasa. And when somebody is staying in Mombasa, it's like the same conditions in Dar es Salaam, if I'm not wrong, Eugene.
Yes, yes.
Dar es Salaam is
Because
just in the coast of Tanzania. And
yes, because I can see
mm,
that the temperatures in Mombasa along the coast is generally, it's generally warm. Yeah, it's warm to hot even throughout the year. You understand?
yes, yes, yes.
And even the temperatures ranges between 28 degrees to 32 degrees Celsius. Yes, so it shares the same.
Okay, wait a little bit. So, Sir Carlos Ortiz, we, baby, come here. So, Sir Carlos Ortiz, we say we gonna host you. If you like, I can even take you to my village. Yes, in my village, there's a lot of places you can sit during the day. You can walk during the day. Even in my own house, I'm willing to help Black Americans come to Africa. Yes, yes, yes. I'm saying this, and as long as my heart is beating, me and my partner are gonna welcome you, Sir Carlos Ortiz, in the name of God. I have pledged, and I will do as I said. Yes. Even if other Black Americans want to come to Africa some other day, you are welcomed. Yes. So Carlos Ortiz, be rest assured. we cannot change our mind. We can't do that. As long as I'm in a safe, quiet place to farm. Yeah, if you're looking for a place to farm, I highly recommend the interiors of Eastern Kenya or interiors of Western Kenya. Myself, I come from the interiors of Western Kenya. However, farming can take place either in the interiors of Western Africa, Western Kenya, or the interiors of Eastern Kenya. We love one love Africa. I'm seeing flags. Yes. Aha. All these are countries in Africa. You know, even with these flags, even with these names of these countries, we are one. We are one. These boundaries were just created by the colonies. But we are one people. That is something people need to understand. Yes. Eugene,
Yes.
I think maybe we should sum it up.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, we are summing the video up. I don't want to repeat again. It might create a false message, but if you find it okay, you can give some super thanks. You can hit the super thanks below. It will help us bring more content to you. Don't take it in the wrong way. So, Patricia Matthews, Caribbean flags. Yes. Wow. I love this. I see Jamaica flag, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Guyana. Yes. Yeah, the colors symbolize Africa. Yes, the colors symbolize Africa. Yes, these are African colors. Even the design of the thumb, even the designs of the flags are African. African inspired the designs of the flags. I want to live away from the city. I will drive in when I have to. I will honor the people from your village. I hope they will like me. My people have no history of being hostile. Trust me, my people have no history of being hostile. They welcome people and they cherish everyone. That is what they do. So,
Evans.
Yes.
Could you remind them that it's in our village where President Moi first set his foot in the western part of in the western part of Kenya when he came to visit? I don't know if you
Yes.
remember that story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, guys, the second president of Kenya, President Daniel Daniel
Toroitich.
Toroitich Arap Moi, when he visited Western Kenya, he first set foot in our village. Yes. Imagine our president set foot in our village. The first white person in that area of Western Kenya set foot in our village. White person and even the president. So there's something special about these people. So I want to thank Sir Carlos Ortiz. Sir Carlos Ortiz, thank you so much for the super thanks. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God will bless you. God loves a cheerful giver. I really appreciate a lot. I want to live away from the city. Dive in when I have. I will honor the people from your village. I hope they will like me. People from my village will like you, sir. I mean that. I've been there. Yeah. So guys, I think we have to end the live stream unless we have questions. Unless we have questions for Eugene and myself before we end. God bless you, Godfather. God bless you a lot. Kindly, Black Americans, if any one of you is in Kenya and maybe you are lost, you need some assistance, don't hesitate. My email is in my channel about or in my channel description. Always go there and share your thoughts if you're lost and you need some assistance in Kenya. That is if you need, and maybe I can help you somewhere. Never hesitate. Never hesitate. This life is too short to hesitate helping people. It's too short. There's somebody I've not seen in this live stream. Sister Kuya Kudei. I've not seen her. Sir Eugene,
Yes.
you're so quiet.
I'm trying to listen the way you're interacting with your friends from the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. You know, I really love my audience. They've been with me ever since I was having 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it feels very nice, bro.
And right now, they've really helped me. I'm at 31.
That's really great, bro.
So I want to say
I do
thank
wish
you.
you.
You do wish me?
Hello, Evans. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I was saying,
Mm.
I just do wish you all the best in your endeavors. This is just a journey, and we wish everyone well because we don't know where the rest will end. And it's nice having family from different places.
Mm.
Yeah, and it feels really good when you're connecting with people even outside Kenya, outside the world.
Mm.
And we thank technology and the new social media, the way information is being transformed. Yeah, so much thanks, bro.
So give a word of encouragement to our brothers and sisters in the states who wants to come to Africa.
Okay. Generally, for a person who wants to come in Africa, I want to tell you that it's possible. However much it might seem it's far, but it's possible. You just believe. You just believe that you can come to Africa, and when you're determined to come to Africa
Mm.
with your spirit and your soul, with your mind,
Mm.
you will come to Africa. As long as you cherish your roots and you want to connect with your ancestors,
Yes.
trust me, you this is the right place, and I encourage you that you will come, and it's possible, especially in Kenya, where we are trying to remove things that might hinder you from coming because we're making it easier for you to come.
Yes.
And that's a number one thing that we want you to come to Africa, because now we have opened you ways for you to come to Africa, generally in Kenya. Yes, so it's possible. It's possible. You can come, build a family, regardless of your age. You can start life in Kenya and live.
Yes, 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 yes. Age does not matter while moving to the motherland. Both young and both elderly are welcomed. So, guys,
Sure.
that was. Eugene, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
So, guys, kindly check out Eugene's channel. The name of the channel is Eugene from Kenya. You can check out his content and check out his channel and subscribe also. So that's all for today. I give thanks for you joining the live stream. It really means a lot. So I'll see you in the next live stream, which will be probably anytime tomorrow or tomorrow at 1. Yeah. Also check out my other videos I have done about Black American. I've done a video today about Black Americans, places where they can reside in Kenya. Do watch that video. There's a lot of information. And see you guys. Eugene,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining the live stream.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. It was a good session and so impactful.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, bro.
You have a nice time, kindly.
You too.
Good night, actually.
You too. You too. Have a good night.
Yeah. Before we close, there's a question by Shan Mirha. I never saw this. Is Africa Kenya as a place to retire for all American, or can young people come and have a great future? Yes, 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 yes. Eugene has said that. He's Eugene from Kenya. He has a YouTube channel called Eugene from Kenya. So Shanmirha, Kenya is both for old, the middle aged, and the young. Anybody can come. Young, however, has a limit. You know, in Kenya, the adult is recognized to be having 18 years and above, according to the Kenyan constitution. So you can come here and have a great future. If myself as a young person, I believe that I'm young also, you can see me that I'm thriving, growing, and I'm bringing videos, and I'm having a bright future. So if it happens to me, it can happen to you also, because I don't see any difference between me and you. The only difference is that you are far away and I'm here. You can come here and have a great future with your family. Or if you don't have a family, you can create a family from Kenya and have a big future. Yeah. Shanmirha, it's very much possible. It's very much possible. I did an interview with this German girl. Her name was Joanna. Some 4 months, 4 or 5 months ago, I did an interview with a German girl. She's having a Kenyan boyfriend. So they've been living in Kenya in a place called Rusinga Island, some island in Lake Victoria. So she's been thriving, she's been having a good life there. If it happened to Joanna, the German girl, it can happen to you. So goodbye, family. We shall talk next time, kindly. Eugene,
Yes.
I think now we got to sleep, man.
Yeah, we gotta sleep, bro.
All right. Thank you for joining the live stream.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.